What's up, everybody? Phil the Kaiju King back from my collection room here in Greater Cincinnati. Hope everybody's being safe and having fun in life and fun with collecting. In this video, we're going to talk about this big fella. Recently got. It's Godzilla 2019, gigantic, depicting the end scene of the movie when he finally kills Ghidorah and he's eating Ghidorah's neck, or he has it in his mouth at the end of the film, if everybody remembers. That scene, I watched it again when the head first comes up out of the rubble. You think, oh my God, Ghidorah's still alive, but it's actually his neck like this in Godzilla's mouth, and it's very violent. Godzilla comes up and beats his head on the ground a few times, and Ghidorah screaming and carrying on, and then you hear Godzilla's power up of his atomic power start powering up with that unique noise it makes, and then you see his eyes light up, his fins start lighting up, Ghidorah's eyes light up, and then boom, blows him away. Just a very, very awesome climactic scene to the end of the movie, really. To me, that is the scene that depicts a lot of the film, at least the climactic end. I know at the very, very end, he's on the pile of rubble and all the other monsters are bowing to him, but this was really the scene of the movie at the end, the climax for me. It was really awesome. Of course, that movie, 2019 Godzilla King of the Monsters, is third movie in the Monsterverse. It's a pretty good film, very entertaining, harkens back, has a lot of bells and whistles in the film that harken back to some of the older movies, some of the way the things fell, with Mothra helping Godzilla in the end, really, to defeat Ghidorah. Mothra sacrificing herself, very, very Mothra move there, sacrificing herself and giving Godzilla her essence and powers. It's very, very reminiscent of some of the older films, It's a very fun movie, high action. They fixed some of the complaints of the 2014 Godzilla movie. Like a lot of people complained about his dorsal plates, but I really didn't have much of a problem with them. I thought they were okay. But I like how they explained it in the movie that he was constantly evolving, and that's how he's always changing, so that's pretty cool how they explained it in the film. It's a fun movie. It's a great movie. It's probably my my second favorite of the Monsterverse. Probably, I would say. Kong Skull Island's still my favorite. Then this one, then Godzilla vs. Kong, and then probably the Godzilla 2014, but they're all really close, in my opinion, as far as how I like them. It's all really, really close. I really enjoy them all. I like to watch them all at once when I watch them too. I recently watched them all. Very, very great movies. I think that March of next year we're getting a new next installment, and at first I thought the next installment did not have Godzilla at all, but apparently it will have Godzilla in it. So I guess that means that Legendary got the rights to Godzilla back. So it'll be interesting to see what that movie is. There's been so many titles whipped around about the movie. I don't even know what it's called. Last I seen was Godzilla and Kong. I've heard Kong 2, Son of Kong. I don't know what it is, but I'm really can't wait for it to come out. But like I said, this figure is gigantic scale, depicts that end scene of the film. Want to thank Mark Sang Yang for this thing again. He's the one that did it. My idea, his artistry. I can't even think of I would have the skill to do something like this. I don't think I would. It just I don't know that I would ever be able to do anything like this. Now, it was supposed to light up with Godzilla's eyes and Ghidorah's eyes in his mouth, but I guess in the middle of shipping that there's a switch down here, but it ain't working, and I'm pretty all right with that. It would have been cool to have the eyes of Godzilla lighting up Ghidorah in his mouth which is what happened in the film. Mark did a good job here. The tail, as you can see, goes down and comes way up. It's because it's a gigantic, and it's easier to do it with the tails up like that. I don't have a problem with it, but you can see nice sculpting of that tail. Predominantly the grayish, greenish color tone of the skin. The scaly type sections of the tail, he captured all that. Of course, you got your dorsal plates are small on the tail. Then they get bigger as they go up to the back. Very classic dorsal plates, Showa era dorsal plates, like they changed them in 19, which everybody was happy about. But Mark painted them the very atomic blue. I'm going to call it atomic blue. And with Godzilla getting ready to emit his breath, take Ghidorah out for good. Nice fat thick hips on the figure there. Looks good. Looks like the legendary Godzilla. The feet, they fixed that from the 14. The 14 had like the elephant feet. This has the more traditional four-toed feet of Godzilla. Nice big claws on the feet. They look pretty nice. Nice sculpting of this skin texture of Godzilla. This is made of epoxy clay, so it's pretty heavy too. But a nice capture of his underneath here. Nicely done. Arms, nice sculpting on the skin of the arms and the claws, hand claws, finger claws, four fingers on each hand. Looks good. Here in of course, the legendary Godzilla, the mouth is wide open, of course. And you can see the blue paint, the atomic blue he put around the mouth and the eyes of Godzilla. In preparation for the blast of the atomic breath to eliminate Ghidorah there, the last bit of Ghidorah. Of course, it looks good though, the teeth and everything in the mouth look pretty good. Then you got Ghidorah sticking out and then screaming, and in the movie he was really screaming and, wailing out in his last gasp there. But the golden head of Ghidorah, the nice capture of the horns and the little spikes on the neck there, his teeth sculpted in the mouth, and then he painted the eyes blue, the atomic blue, and then the mouth atomic blue. And like I said, it would have looked really cool if it all lit up. It would have affected the effect of that paint with the light would have been pretty cool, I think. But it's not a deal breaker for me that the light up isn't quite working when I got it. It's a pretty awesome figure. Of course, also in the chest area, that armor plated type chest looks good on him. It's a really, really cool figure here. Really awesome. When I approached Mark about it, I was like, yeah, I want this. And I sent him the picture of the end of the film when he's got Ghidorah's neck in his mouth. Excuse me. And Mark was like, yeah, we can do that. And he pulled it off pretty well, I think. All right, everybody, I'll do some comparisons to this thing, and let's do that now. All right, everybody, I'm back, and here's my custom Godzilla 2019 Gigantic with Ghidorah's neck and head in his mouth, the end scene of the movie there, alongside my gigantic Godzilla 1995 X Plus. I'll flip him around here, get them more closer together. There we go. Always like to show some scale there. All right, everybody, I'll move on to another comparison, and let's do that now. All right, everybody, I'm back, and here is my smaller scale Godzilla, legendary Godzillas. It got my 2021 Godzilla vs. Kong 25 centimeter, 2019 25 centimeter, and my 2014 30 centimeter roaring bluefin version. You can see the big one is quite a bit bigger than those 25 and 30 centimeter figures. All right, I'll do one final comparison. Let's do that now. All right, everybody, I'm back. Here is my custom Godzilla 2019 with Ghidorah, eating Ghidorah, I call it, alongside my custom Godzilla 1984 holding the reactor core. Both of these, this one also made by Mark Sing Yang. Pretty cool, pretty unique figures here. When I go for these, I always try to think of something unique from the film that would stand out. If you look at all my customs, they're pretty, there's a lot of pretty unique ones in my collection. All right, everybody, I'll move on to some final thoughts, and let's do that now. All right, everybody, I'm back. Custom gigantic Godzilla 2019 eating Ghidorah from the final scene of the movie, final moments of the movie. Awesome collectible here. Thank you again, Mark Sing Yang, for this. I am really enjoying it a lot. It's pretty cool. If I counted right, this is my 58th 5/8 custom figure that I have in my collection from Mark. I think I counted it right. Going to keep going, hopefully. It's pretty awesome, pretty amazing stuff, and I got my ideas just keep rolling out of my head, and posted on my previous videos. The next one is the G67 project. It's a gigantic project he's going to work on for me, and then after that a 2005 Kong gigantic, and then there's 3 more that I'm not really saying anything about yet, probably down the road as I'm hoping I get all these by the end of the year, but we'll see. I'm hoping. But it's pretty awesome, pretty neat, unique looking figure here. I love this thing. Thanks again, Mark. It's awesome. All right, everybody, I'll close on my video. I want to thank everybody that always tunes in, supports my channel. You all have a blessed day. We'll talk again soon.